Oh my goodness, I'm having one of those hair days where I feel like I have a full bottle of dry shampoo in my hair. I don't know if it fully feels like hair at this point. Hello everyone, I'm here today to share with you guys a video where I'm going to be testing out a bunch of award-winning beauty products from Sephora, and we're going to see if they're any good. These are all products that have won the Allure Beauty Awards, and they're products that I have not tested out yet, and I thought it'd be fun to try them out today. We'll do a full day wear test, and I'm also going to talk to you guys about some of the other products on the list that I have tried, if I think they should be on there, and other products that I feel like should have been on there in place of some of the products that currently are. Give this video a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos every Thursday and Sunday, and without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, now that we're zoomed in, I want to go on to the eyeshadow, and the first one I'm going to be testing out is by Tom Ford. These are their extreme eyeshadows. And let me just say this, if you put extreme in the name of your eyeshadow, it better live up to that. Also, just a heads up on the Sephora website, only about half the shades match up to the color that they're showing. So just keep that in mind, and that's how I ended up with this sort of like a greeny gold and a bright yellow gold. This is what happens when you don't pay attention, Rachel. So that is the gold one, which matches my shirt. Wow, I've had dollar store eyeshadows that feel better than that. That is like sandpaper. Like, really? Really, Tom Ford? Oh, wow. Well, that's tragic. We're off to a promising start today, people. Okay, how am I going to put this on my eye? Maybe it swatches better with a brush. No, I really hope it's just this one shade and the rest of them are really nice, because like that is awful. All right, I guess we're gonna go super matching with gold today. Okay, that's not bad. It does layer well. It's showing up like fairly reflective, but I like truly don't feel that this is award-winning, you know? Like this doesn't feel to me so much better than a lot of the other shadows that have come out, even within like the luxe category, for example. Like I don't see why this won. Like, is it just me? Like, that's not very exciting, right? If we're gonna go for like a bold eyeshadow, I would have included the Hourglass, the Scattered Light glitter eyeshadow foils. These look incredible on the eyes, and they have beautiful undertones. They blend really, really smoothly. They feel really nice. They're super reflective. Like that to me, and they're less expensive than the Tom Ford ones. So that to me should have been included. This one is just kind of like, it's fine. The next eyeshadow I want to try out is a matte black, and it's actually made by Sephora Collection. And this is the one that they specified within sort of the beauty category. This is in the shade Black Lace, and having a really good matte black is great because you could use it as an eyeliner as well. Why can't I open this? Ta-da! Figured it out. So that is the shade right there. I do want to start by swatching it and just seeing how matte black is it. I don't know. It's kind of gray. I'm gonna try and layer it a little bit more. I don't like the feel of it. It feels almost, it feels like chalk. You know that feeling when you rub against chalk? Like, I'm building it up, and that is the shade that it is. But that's not as black as I was hoping. And I've tried a lot of the Sephora eyeshadows before, and they're beautiful. They actually do have a lot of really nice, like good quality eyeshadows, and I was really surprised. This one isn't wowing me so far, but again, let's put it on the eyes. So I'm gonna put a little bit into the crease as well as the outer corner here, because I do also have a black liner to test out. So far, I really do like, I just realized I look like a bumblebee. The good news so far is that I'm not experiencing any fallout under my eyes, which is really nice. It is quite buildable. I'm gonna see how blendable it is. I'm definitely gonna have to go over the outer edge, like it's blending it out to more of a gray tone, which is to be expected. I mean, I can't expect a black shadow to stay perfectly black if I'm trying to like blend it out. I wouldn't say this is the blackest eyeshadow that I've ever tried before. It's not terrible. It is blending out well. But if you're looking for something that's going to act like a really nice black liner, I don't know if this is the best one I've tried. Okay, it's looking a little bit charcoal-y for me right now, so I'm just going to blend a little bit of a warmer brown right into the crease a bit, just to warm it up. And I'm not a huge fan of how yellow this gold is looking, so I think I'm gonna put a little bit of that Hourglass shade that I talked about. This is in foil, I'm just gonna pat a little bit of it on top. Like, look at the difference there in terms of how impactful it is. I love the tone. I don't know. It's a better fit for me. Next up, let's go on to eyeliner. This is by Dior. It's their Dior Show On Stage liner. This is a waterproof 24-hour liquid eyeliner in a matte black. Ooh, and it has a felt tip. Yes! I'm gonna try it out over the matte black. I'm also gonna try it out over top of the foil, and that will be a big test for me because sometimes liners just don't show up that well on top of that eyeshadow, and I need that to be a priority. Okay, that did a pretty good job. You can tell how black it is versus the eyeshadow though, right? We'll see how long wearing it is. Another one that I really like that I feel should have been on there is the Fenty Fly Liner. I know that one isn't matte. I think it's more like it's not glossy, but it's definitely not like a true matte. I really like how that one applies. I love how long wearing it is. It is really hard to talk and do eyeliner at the same time. Hang on. Still nice and creamy. It's showing up well. It's done both eyes and it still feels like it has some pigment in it. That is good so far. Now into mascara, and this is one I have tried. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. This launched, I believe, early in 2018. And I really like it. It applies really nicely. It lasts a long time. It has buildable volume. I'm trying to think of other mascaras that I used this year. I feel like I use a lot of drugstore mascaras. But yeah, it's just a very nice, dramatic black mascara. I approve of this one on the list. Now onto the face, and there are a bunch of products on here that I tried and I just was kind of like meh about, but there is a powder here that I have not tried yet, so we'll get to that. But I figured while I do the rest of my face, we'll talk about the other products. So one product I've been really enjoying and I feel like should have been on the list is the Farsali Skin Tune Blur Primer. I really like this. It does a great job at blurring the skin and making it look nice and smooth. It fills in all of my pores, but not in like a silicone-y way. I've used this one with like a variety of different foundations on top. It just does a really good job. It smells nice. I really like it. Oh, I should have taken off all the black eyeshadow under there. Let's just clean that up here. And moving on to foundation, another product I've been really enjoying but wasn't on the list is the Dior Forever Undercover 24-hour full coverage foundation. This is like pigment and like a really light serum, and it smooths onto the skin so beautifully. I have two shades right here because I'm kind of like in between colors right now. It's super light, really long wearing. It's just like, why is this not on the list? Also, speaking of foundations that are on the list, why is Double Wear still on the list? Like, I get it. It is a cult favorite. It is an amazing product. It's been on the list for years, but like, let's give it a rest and like let's include some other stuff. Some other products that were on the list that it's like, yes, absolutely. One is the Shiseido eyelash curler, and it's like about freaking time that people talked about this because it's so good. It's this one. I have used this for like 9 years now. It just gets all of the lashes and like curls them all up. It gets right against the lash line, and I have lashes that like tilt downwards, so it's like perfect. Another product that I agree should be on the list is the Laneige Sleeping Eye Mask. Really love that product. It does a great job. It's like an overnight mask that you put on your eyes, like not like an actual mask, but like a cream. I don't know why the lip sleeping mask wasn't on the list because that one is, I think, even better, but like, all right. For concealers, it had the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion one on the list, which is a great one. I do really like the consistency of this. I like how long wearing it is. It doesn't crease under the eyes for me, which is awesome. Some other ones that I feel like should have been included. One is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. I love this one. It is very similar to this one. I find this one wears a little bit longer to me, but like, they're both really good. And then the other one is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced. I've used this one for a super long time and I refuse to use anything else. This one is a little bit thicker of a consistency. Think more like the Shape Tape by Tarte, but also a really good one. Very full coverage. But I like all three of these, and I'm just saying here's some other options. But today we'll use the Laura Mercier one because that is the winner. And we're just gonna blend this all in. Okay, now to set everything, I'm gonna be trying out the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. Now, I had heard a lot about this, but I kind of caught on a little late and I was like, nah, it's fine. But it is a really cool, innovative powder, so I can see why Allure would have picked it. Hopefully it's as good as they say it is. It is a very weightless powder that's made 50% of water, hence the name. So let's try it out, see what it looks like. So first, before anything, I do wanna feel it and feel what it feels like. Ooh, it's very silky. I don't feel water, though I guess if it's setting, I don't really want it to feel like water. But let's try it out on the skin and see how it sets everything. Oh, it does feel cool. It does feel like I'm pressing water into the skin. Oh, that's really neat. So far, so good. It seems to be setting everything down really well. I love the feel on the face. I feel like people who have dry skin would really enjoy this. Hopefully it keeps my makeup on my face for a long period of time, but in terms of like first impression, I really like how it feels. What are some other products on this list that I have tried or not tried? Huda Beauty, the Rose Gold Remastered. It was fine. It wasn't something I kept reaching for, mostly for me at least. It was just the shades weren't ones I wasn't constantly gravitating towards. The Natasha Denona Sunset palette, that is on my to buy list. I've heard so many good things about that. I have not tried it myself. The Wander Beauty On The Glow Blush and Illuminator wasn't my personal favorite from the brand. I like other things by them a little bit better. I just found that the highlight wasn't highlighty enough and the blush didn't really match it and they just didn't seem to work in unison. But now moving on to a highlight. This is by Ciate. It is their Dewy Stick Luminous Highlighting Balm. And it's basically just a stick highlight that you are supposed to spread over everything basically. So let's see. That looks very white. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's just wet. It doesn't have a lot. Oh, okay. Oh. That surprised me. Maybe I'm gonna use a brush with this. It is a very balmy consistency. This would definitely work more for like no makeup days. And what I'll probably do, which is something I do for any time I use a stick highlight, is I will set it with a powder highlight that I also think that it should be on the list, and it's not. And that is the ABH and Emrazy highlight. I think that this is just so beautiful. It did so well, and they relaunched it again very, very recently. This is what it looks like. I'm just gonna like swatch it on my hand so you can actually see the undertone, but it has like a nice, like it almost looks like my skin tone, but a nice champagne-y tone, but super metallic, very, very over the top, and you can layer it a lot and it looks really, really pretty. Then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of the Benefit Roller Eye Bright Pencil, and I'm just gonna add that to the lower waterline just to kind of brighten it up a bit. There we go, that's a little better. And now onto a lip product that is also by Dior. There was a lot of Dior products that I had not tried this year that are apparently very good and I just was missing out. But is the Dior Addict Lacquer Plump, which is a plumping lacquered lip ink. And according to the packaging, it says in mere seconds, it has a very fine formula that delivers color with intense lacquer shine and fusional hold. It's another way of saying that it is long wearing Dior in a very extravagant way. I got two different colors, but I will start with this one, which is a 426, which looks like a really pretty nude pink color. I also got a bright red, but I did a bright red last Sunday, so I'm trying to switch it up. So the formula is not as thin as I thought it would be. Like I felt like if I took this out, it would be very watery based on the explanation of the product, but it looks a lot thicker. So let's apply it. I don't know about lacquer shine, but like it is kind of shiny. So when you first apply it, it does have like a really nice cooling sensation, which feels really nice on the lips. It does have a little bit of a shine. I don't know about lacquer shine, but it is there. It feels nice, almost like a nice glossy balm. It's a nice, like it's a fairly standard color, nothing like out of this world, but like a nice everyday shade. And then of course they use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, which is a really, really good one. And like I stand by that one being really great. But again, like the Estee Lauder Double Wear, it's kind of one of those products that has always been seen as very good, and I feel like just continually including it is like, okay, there's no room for like other really great products. If you're gonna do a new award every single year, you should include products that are either like brand new to market that year or had launched like at the end of the fall, like the previous year, something like that, or done like a completely different category on just like products that have stood the test of time or something. I don't know, but like continually including the same products over and over again, it gets kind of boring. Myself personally, just to kind of switch it up, because I feel like you guys all know that the Urban Decay All Nighter is really good, but the one that I've been using a lot of this year is by Cover FX. The Dewy Finish Setting Spray has been great. It has a really nice fine mist, like it's just like very, very, very light. and it feels really nice on the skin. It sets all the powder down. It gives a very, very subtle dewiness. It's not too over the top. It's not glittery. It just feels really good, and I find that my makeup stays put longer. So now I'm gonna go about my day. I will check in with you guys at the end of the day, and we will see how everything is wearing. We'll see if there are any new products here that maybe I should have tried this year. But I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, it is now at the end of the day, and this is what my makeup is looking like. So let's talk through this. So first of all, underneath the eyes, I'm looking a little bit raccoony. It's not cute. It just seems that between the powder and the black shadow and the mascara, it's kind of created a little bit of a paste underneath my eyes. So that's not great. Also the powder, it's creating like this really heavy line of matteness underneath my eyes, which just looks kind of funny. So I think next time I'm gonna try it using a brush and kind of sweeping it onto the skin instead of patting it on with a sponge, because I really liked how it applied to the skin. It felt so cool, but the effect on the eyes right now, don't love it. Will not use it with a sponge again. That was just clearly too much. The lip product is gone. It did last like fairly well, but it wasn't like, wow, that was amazing. I'm so glad I bought that. And then the other thing was the highlight. Definitely the combo of the stick highlight with the powder highlight on top made a huge difference. I will try out the stick highlight by itself for like more of a no makeup day, but it's like a very greasy, oily consistency. So if you put it on top of a ton of product, I just feel like it's gonna separate all of that product underneath, and you're gonna just get these weird lines. Like I could feel it when I was first applying it, and I was like, oh, this is a lot. But out of everything that I bought, there was nothing that was like, wow, no wonder this was an award winner. It was amazing. I wish I had tried it sooner. I just feel like there were other products that I liked better, and I just think work better for me. But what do you guys think? Have you tried any of these products before? Are there any that I was missing from that list that I should definitely try next? Leave them in the comment section below. I want to hear from you guys, and I also want to know what your absolute favorite product of 2018 is. Like a bunch of different categories, not just like foundations and eyeshadows, but like lip liners or blushes or brow gels, like all those kind of like fun things, because I think I want to do a video on it testing out all of your favorite products of 2018. So leave them in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the videos on the side if you have missed any. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on new videos every Thursday and Sunday. And that's everything. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah. I just had this like little hair just right here this whole time, just like doing its thing, because you know, of course I did. Of course that happened. I love you guys. Mwah.